Welcome back to Family Still Matters. I'm Deborah. You can tell your daughter she's beautiful every single day, and she can still grow up hating herself because loving your child isn't enough, not if the hidden messages in your home are saying something different.
Is there an issue?
Not an issue. It's more like just something that I kind of noticed. If you look at all my friends, church and school, I'm a chubby friend. And it's not like, oh God, I just have accepted it, you know?
You're not the fat friend, Chris.
I noticed that I'm left out. You know, and other guys, and talk to them, I'm left out, I'm left to the side. And I think that's why.
Guys talk to you.
It's different. It is.
And do you think it has something to do with your size?
Absolutely, I know it is. I'm not saying that no guys want chubby girls. I'm just saying that that's personally me.
But I don't think that's the case. I think that's the way you're saying it.
Because it's not that I'm ugly or am I ugly?
No.
Why would she ask me that? Why would she ask me, am I ugly? I'm your mama. I only see beauty in your eyes.
My size is
No, baby. You're gorgeous. And you know, look at this face. This is my face. It's brown. It's a combination.
That's something too. A lot of the guys like light-skinned girls.
Like what?
A lot of the guys like light-skinned girls. Look at our family. Look at the family. You and Dad, light-skin, dark-skin. Auntie and Uncle Ted, light-skin, dark-skin. Auntie and Uncle Des, light-skin, dark-skin. The only two dark-skin families is Auntie Lisa, Uncle Errol, and Nana and Grandpa.
That's still two. It's not. Look at all these beautiful brown women in the world. Look at
I'm not
Gabrielle
saying-
Union. She's
No,
brown,
wait, I'm not
gorgeous,
saying-
amazing husband. Look at Kelly Rowland, beautiful. Like, these are beautiful brown women
I know,
everywhere.
but Mom, think about
all
it. Like,
around you.
you're light-skinned, so you don't really know exactly how it feels, you know?
All these things that you want to have answers to, sometimes I don't. And right now I don't. What to do, what to tell her, how to lift her, how to make her smile, how to tell her not to worry. I gotta figure it out.
I was 18 years old, perfect size, and I still thought I was obese. This is how that happens and how you stop it. If you are a parent of a young girl, specifically a young Black girl, this video is for you. If you've ever wondered why your daughter doesn't see herself the way you see her, why she shrinks in photos, picks herself apart in the mirror, why no compliment ever seems to land, you're about to find out why. The messages our girls receive about their skin and their bodies don't always come from the internet or bullies at school. A lot of the time, they come from inside the house, from the people who raised us, from the people who meant well. Here is what you will walk away with today. You'll be able to identify how colorism and body image pressure show up inside the home, understand why well-meaning words still cause real damage, and leave with 3 concrete steps to protect your daughter's sense of self starting today. Because the cost of getting this wrong is a grown woman who still can't look in the mirror and like what she sees. And that's a pain that doesn't go away on its own. Most people think colorism happens out there in Hollywood, in the workplace, in school hallways. But for a lot of Black girls, the first place they learn that skin tone matters is at home. And the people teaching them aren't doing it on purpose. My grandmother was one of the darkest among her siblings, and she was not dark. I need to emphasize that. She was not dark-skinned. Her brothers and sisters were fair-skinned enough to pass for white. She just had a yellower tone to her, but she couldn't. And she felt that she paid a price for that her entire life. She carried that pain for decades. And even though she spoke love and affirmation into me about my skin, which was darker, the wound she never fully healed from still shaped the way she moved through the world. Generational pain doesn't just disappear just because someone decides not to repeat it. It shows up in small comments, in who gets praised at the family reunion, and which cousin gets told she's pretty, and which ones get told she has such a nice personality, or even imply that she needs to lose a little weight. This goes back to slavery, where lighter skin meant better treatment, more privilege, sometimes survival. That history didn't end. It just got quieter. So when a grandmother favors the lighter skinned grandchild, she may not realize she's doing it. When a mother tells her daughter to stay out of the sun, she thinks she's being protective. But the daughter hears something different. She hears your skin is a problem. Some will say, we talk about it openly in our family, so our kids are fine. But awareness alone isn't enough. If the behavior doesn't change, the message stays the same. Your daughter is watching what you do, not just listening to what you say. You don't have to be the source of the wound to be the one who stops it from spreading. Recognizing that your family carries this history is the first step to make sure your daughter doesn't carry it too. For many Black girls, the most cutting messages about their bodies don't come from social media or magazines. They come from someone sitting right across the dinner table. My grandmother was terrified of being overweight. She had watched women on my father's side struggle with obesity and did not want that for me. So she watched me closely. She reminded me constantly, watch what you eat, beware of your size. And she did it because she loved me, really. But here's what that love felt like from where I was standing. I was 18. I had a 24-inch waist. I weighed not more than 150 pounds and wore a size 10 or 12. But by every real measurement, I was healthy, I was fine. And I still felt like I was too big. Always felt I was too big. That's what consistent, well-meaning commentary does to a young girl's brain. What I absorbed wasn't my grandmother's intention. What I absorbed was my body is something to be managed and worried about. Now, someone might say obesity is a real health concern in Black communities, and they're right. But there's a massive difference between teaching healthy habits and making a child feel like her body is a burden. One builds health, the other builds shame. Shame doesn't make people healthier. It makes them hide. It makes them obsess. It makes them spend decades fighting a version of themselves that was never actually the problem. I did develop healthy habits early. It caused me to exercise, stay active, stay conscious of my health. But I had to work hard as an adult to separate those habits from the harmful beliefs that came with them. Your daughter shouldn't have to do that work. You can give her the habits without the shame. When you understand that your words about your body are shaping how she sees herself for decades, you get to make a different choice starting today. Breaking a generational cycle doesn't require being a perfect parent. It requires being an aware one. This damage doesn't come from bad people. It comes from unexamined habits, unhealed wounds, and well-meaning words delivered without thinking about how they land. Awareness changes behavior, and change behavior changes what your daughter believes about herself. Here are 3 things you can start doing right now. First, audit the comments you make about bodies in your home. Not just your daughter, but all of them. When you criticize your own body in front of her, she learns that bodies are things to criticize. Your home should be a place where bodies are discussed in terms of health and strength, not size and appearance. This one shift will change the atmosphere she's growing up in. Number 2, pay attention to how skin tone is talked about and treated in your family. Who gets complimented? If lighter-skinned family members receive more praise, name it. Don't ignore it, hoping she doesn't notice. She notices. Talk about it openly so that you can give her language to process what she's experiencing instead of absorbing it silently and wondering what it says about her. Third and lastly, be specific with your affirmations. Telling a girl she is beautiful is good, but telling her why her specific features are worthy of love is better. Tell her your dark skin is stunning. Tell her her body is strong and capable. Tell her these things on ordinary Tuesday mornings, not just when she's dressed up. So she learns her worth isn't conditional on how she looks in any given moment. Your daughter has already noticed these things. Children always notice. The only question is whether she processes it with your guidance or without it. You cannot protect her from a world that will challenge how she sees herself, but you can build her up so solidly that the world's opinions don't get to be the final word, and that is entirely within your reach. And I can tell you, when a parent does that, what people say and do to you, it'll roll off your back, as they say, like a duck. Other people's opinion of you will be very minimal. It won't impact you. You won't be a people pleaser. Because you know who you are. The most powerful thing you can give your daughter isn't a perfect body or perfect skin. It's the unshakable belief that she is already enough, exactly as she is. On this channel, Family Still Matters. We talk about faith, family, culture, and the forces shaping our children long before the world does. I'm Deborah, and my heart is to help families recognize what is forming identity inside the home so we can protect it wisely. If this video spoke to you, please subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And be sure to check out the related links in the description of this video. I've put together resources on this topic that I believe will be valuable to you and your family. May God continue to richly bless you, and thank you for taking the time to listen. Blessings.